Hello everyone, good day. So I am Ellison Gilberto Enrique and I will be critic the lesson plan of Miss Tiffany Ricochea, and the question being asked in the critic is what are the objectives of the lesson. So as we can see here, the objectives at the end of the lesson, the students will be able to first illustrate situations that involve the following variations: direct and inverse. 2. Translate into variation statement a relationship between two given quantities given the mathematical equation. And 3. Solving problems involving joint and combined variation. So as we can see here to our objectives, we can say that these three domains of learning has been achieved as the cognitive, solving problems involving joint and combined variations. Psychomotor, having illustrate situations that involve the following variations. And affective, as given in the motivation, we can affect, but we can affect these variations by doing a in real life different day-to-day and important situation in our life. So we can use these objectives as a real life, so we can apply it in a real life situation. So it's all three domains of learning as being achieved. The objectives also is not a smart one, not specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. So as we can explain later why this is not an smart one. So let's go to the second question. What is the subject matter or content? So as we can see here, the subject matter having the reference, the topic which is problem solving involving variations, which came from grade 9 mathematics learners material, quarter 2 module 2 solving problems involving variations. Also the materials which is PowerPoint and Kahoot. The only thing here is the reference author, which there is not included. Also the method that we use. And the question number 3, what strategies or method of teaching utilized in this lesson plan? So I think the method or strategies that we use here is the inductive method, which is from specific to general. So that's for the number 4 question. What evaluation procedure is used? I think the evaluation procedure is used here is self and teacher assessment. So self-assessment. So why self-assessment? So as a student, we need to monitor and evaluate our own learning. So we need to evaluate what we are learning and what we are not learning. So that teacher's assessment. So not only us are evaluating ourselves, but also the teachers. They give test activities and they give us feedbacks so that we can improve ourselves more later. So also there is a formative assessment here, which is the recitation and some activities. So here's some activities. Then the last questions is, do the four components fit a match with one another? Explain. So lahat ba ng content natin is the objectives, subject matter, evaluation, procedure is fit to each other? I think it is not. So why it's not fit to each other? So as we can see here in her objectives, solving problems involving joint and combined variations as I read the whole lesson plan, it is not achieved. Means this solving problems involving joint and combined variations are not included in the lesson properly, but it is included in the assignment, which is in assignment it must include the next lesson. So solving problems involving joint and combined variations, it is not achieved. So it is not, as the objectives here, it is not time bound, it's not measurable, specific, and it's not attainable. So as the one objectives here is not achievable, so that the subject matter, the procedure, the evaluation is also affected. So this only thing that I think what we need to do here is we need to minimize our objectives, that the only thing that we can teach, so that all the components are fit and match together. So we need to exclude solving problems involving joint and combined variation, so that these objectives, this lesson plan must be good and well fit to each component. So that's the only thing I need to give as a way that this lesson plan will be good, excluding solving problems involving joint and combined variation. So that's all for the for critiquing detailed lesson plan of Miss Tiffany Grecochea. Thank you.